I'm so happy. I finally completed my mission to open an intergalactic peace summit. And what was needed was one human heart that believed and trusted and obeyed. I was directed to leave my home, been about 2 weeks, and go in a circuitous route to a place I wasn't even sure, just in a general direction. And I was guided to have a staff like this, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. Big old thing, ain't that big? So, the purpose of this meeting, this summit, is so that both sides present their point of view. When I say both sides, I mean the light and the dark. So, by the way, I've been sleeping with this staff ever since it was given to me. So, why is that? Because right now it's a time of choosing. It's a time of revolution in the spirit world. A lot of chaos energies or dark t-shirts or whatever you want to call them, not so great feeling entities, are having an opportunity to choose the light. And whenever you send loving energy towards perhaps a hateful situation, you're helping them be in a place of indecision so they can be transformed. Now, by the same token, there are some light energies that are also feeling conflicted. And you might say, oh, Rebecca, how could that be? I'm talking about you and me, my friend. Haven't you ever felt so discouraged in your spiritual life that you felt like giving up? That you felt like the divine wasn't even listening to you, maybe not even real? Well, when that occurs, you can be sure that chaos energies are stirring that pot. So, bottom line, let us love, let us send light, let us not be in hatred for anything. So now the portal is opened because I did provide the faith and belief from a human heart, loving on purpose. And guess what? So many of you, my readers and my friends, believed with me and supported me with prayer. Some gave financial contributions, which I really appreciate. I put my business, everything on hold for 2 weeks to be obedient. And that's what was needed, faith. And I thank all of you who believed with me. So I'm going to just take a moment and tell you about this staff, a Moses staff, I call it. When I was told to go open this portal, of course I was asked. I could have said, no, not going to do it. Actually, I never say no to that. So Spirit said, Rebecca, you don't need what you usually need. If I'm sent on a mission, I usually do land healing all along the way where I'll stop where I'm guided and I'll make a Native American offering of cornmeal, tobacco, and I always bring chocolate for the fairies. This time I was told that as I go to do sound healing, to send sacred language, to just make sounds of love to the atmosphere, to the earth, to the forest. And that's what I did. And I was also told when the time to open the portal comes, you need a staff. And I saw a picture. Guess what? It looked just like this. Well, where am I going to get that? Is there a staff store? Actually, maybe you could, but see how this is like real wood and all knotty and perfect in every way. So along the way, I met this gentleman who has the best heart I've ever felt of or sensed, if you know what I mean. Guess what? The thing flashed 444 when I said that. And he presented me with this staff. Actually, I don't think he meant to give it to me. I think he just meant to show it to me. And when he brought it out of his car, and I had never met this person before in my life. When he brought it out of his car, I said, "Oh, is that for me?" And he says, "Well, do you want it?" And I said, "Oh, yes, you have no idea how much I want it." And so I got my Moses staff. And I just appreciate it so much. And it's like a miracle from the divine saying, "Yes, Rebecca, you will be provided everything that you need." Now, in gratitude to the divine and to all of you who have supported this and continue. By the way, the portal will be open for 3 years for these peace talks. What does that mean? That means that you can love the dark into the light. Shoo them to the portal. Just ask your angels to guide them. There's so much when one human heart, and I'm talking about yours, believes, all things are possible. So just one little thing about the portal, and then I'm going to tell you about Divine Mother. When I did the ceremony and I was supposed to pound the earth with the staff, which I did, announcing the portal is open, it was like a vortex. You should have seen all the entities going into that vortex. They were going in so fast. It was like a constant stream, just going, going, going. And there were all shades of gray, some black, some darker than others. And there were some dirty white ones. So I felt my whole body just filled with electricity, and I had no doubt that this is a divine mission. And I am so grateful that I was asked to do this. Now, let's talk about the next thing coming up. I didn't even get back to my quarters before I was feeling guidance to next present 10 days of Divine Mother Blessing. Every few years I do this, where every single day you can get on the phone with me and I will channel a blessing to you. Some days it might be holding you and just singing sacred language to you, to your heart, to your soul. Some days it'll be some form of the divine feminine. And you will feel so loved. And there'll be a link below where you can register for that. There'll be no charge at all. Now, Divine Mother says, "Rebecca, you have to give people a chance to contribute so that you can continue this work if their heart calls them." So there will be a chance for that. However, it's going to start, let me see, I wrote it down, August 22nd. It'll be every day at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central. That will make it 10 Pacific. And your day will be so blessed. It won't be more than 10 minutes, maybe 15. Sometimes the divine just wants to hold you and love you. So I'm always open to whatever is best. And if you're watching this video and it's already passed, then you can register. I'll put a link below and I'll send it to you anyway. It's just as good as on audio as in live, because the anointing stays in all of my audios and all of my videos. This is Rebecca Marina Messenger, your gate master, portal opener, whatever you want to call it, saying, I thank you for your support. Love the dark into the light, beloveds. Let hatred flee. And I'm just so grateful. Hugs, kisses. God bless you.